We're on the brink of a massive shift in how we even think about our cars. Forget just getting from point A to point B. We are talking about ubiquitous connectivity, this idea that your car is going to be always on, always connected, no matter where you are. And as you're about to see, it's going to change, well, pretty much everything.
Just think about it for a second. Your car isn't just an engine and four wheels anymore. Nope. It's an incredibly powerful computer, a whole interconnected system that's constantly swapping data to handle everything from your music and navigation to, critical safety features. It's basically become a rolling hub for your entire digital life.
But we've all been there, right? You feel that little moment of frustration. That super sophisticated computer on wheels drives out of signal range, and boom, the music stops, the map freezes up, and your connection to the world is just gone. It's kind of annoying now, but as our cars get smarter and smarter, this is actually becoming a much, much bigger problem.
So what's really behind this frustrating experience? Well, it all comes down to something called the connectivity gap. Let's break down what that really means for you when you're out there on the road.
Okay, this is where the sheer scale of the problem really hits you. Our cellular networks, they're built for people. So yeah, they cover about 95% of the world's population. But here's the catch. That only accounts for 20% of the Earth's total landmass. For our cars, which are literally designed to move everywhere, that leaves a staggering 80% of the planet as a potential dead zone.
And this connectivity gap? It's not just about your Spotify playlist cutting out in the middle of a great song anymore. For the always-on car of the near future, having a constant connection is quickly shifting from a nice-to-have luxury to an absolute necessity.
It's kind of wild, but the car has truly become the fourth screen in our lives. It's taking its place right alongside our phones, our computers, and our TVs. And because of that, we now expect the exact same seamless, always-on experience in our vehicle that we get everywhere else. That expectation is totally changing how cars are being designed from the ground up.
And the scale of this transformation is just mind-boggling. Projections are showing that by 2034, there are going to be, get this, 1.4 billion connected vehicles on the road. That is a massive, massive fleet of cars, and every single one of them is going to need a constant, reliable data connection just to work properly.
And this little factoid, this reveals the massive financial engine that's driving this entire change. You see, automakers are shifting from just selling hardware to selling services. I mean, look at General Motors. They're expecting their revenue from in-car subscriptions to skyrocket by over 1,000% by 2030. Solving this connectivity gap isn't just a technical puzzle, it's a multi-billion-dollar business opportunity.
So how in the world do you solve a problem that covers 80% of the planet? You can't just build more cell towers everywhere, it's not practical. The solution is actually way more elegant. It's a hybrid approach that seamlessly merges our cellular networks with satellite networks.
This whole hybrid system really relies on two key players. On one side, you have the normal terrestrial cell towers, and they handle all the populated areas we're used to. Then for everywhere else, you have these non-terrestrial satellites covering the vast remote regions in between. The big goal here is to make a vehicle switch between them so seamlessly that you, the driver, never even noticed it happened.
Okay, so how does all this magic work behind the scenes? Let's take a quick peek at the tech that's making this hybrid network a reality.
Right, so not all satellites are created equal. You've got your geostationary, or geo satellites, which are way, way up there. They give you this huge, broad coverage, but they have higher latency. That's the delay in the signal. Then you have low Earth orbit, or LEO satellites. They're much, much closer to us, offering these super fast, low latency connections. The catch? You need a whole constellation of them to cover the globe. The future really lies in using a smart mix of both.
Now, this is the real game changer. It's a brand new global standard called a non-terrestrial network, or NTN. And what's the revolutionary about it? Well, it allows a device, like your car, to talk directly to a satellite using the exact same chipset that it uses to connect to a normal cell tower. This is absolutely huge because it dramatically cuts down the cost and the complexity of building a truly hybrid device.
So we've got the problem, we've got a really clever solution in sight. What does this actually mean for the future of driving? What kind of incredible new experiences is this technology going to unlock for all of us?
The 5G Automotive Association, or 5GAA, they've laid out this fantastic roadmap that gives us a little preview. By 2027, we can expect critical services like emergency calls from literally anywhere. Jump to 2029, and we get wideband for things like high-def maps and perfectly smooth streaming. And then, by 2030 and beyond, we enter the world of true broadband, which unlocks some seriously futuristic applications.
And one of those futuristic applications is something called teleoperated driving. Just imagine a person remotely controlling a vehicle in some kind of tricky situation where full autonomy just isn't quite ready. To do something like that safely, you need an absolutely rock-solid, low-latency connection. And that is exactly what this powerful hybrid network is being designed to provide.
Now, as exciting as all of this is, we're not quite there yet. I mean, creating a single, seamless global network is a massive undertaking, and there are still some pretty significant hurdles on the road ahead.
There are really 4 big ones. First up, cost. Satellite data is just inherently more expensive. Second, infrastructure. These advanced 5G and NTN networks still need to be built out across the globe. Third is seamlessness. Making that handover between cell and satellite perfectly smooth is a huge engineering puzzle. And finally, you got regulation. Every country has different rules, and that creates this incredibly complex legal maze to navigate.
But make no mistake, these challenges are being solved right now. The technology is here, the business incentive is massive, and we are hurtling toward a future where losing the signal in your car is just a distant memory. So the real question isn't if this will happen, but what it's going to mean when it does. Your next great road trip could be completely uninterruptedly connected. Are we ready for that?